Alright, the last video that I'm doing here is a points car, the Audi TT points car for speed challenge. Alright, so I'm not gonna tell you guys all the little secrets, but I will set you in the right direction. So basically you always want to use a stock engine with the Audi TT. Forced induction. I run a stage 4 suspension, stage 4 tires, and stage 4 nitrous oxide. Body, if you've seen any of the other videos, you know that it's auto sculpt. The hood, here's one thing about speed challenge: you want to run the hood. You want to run this hood in particular, the very first one. Find that it runs the fastest out of all of them. Spoiler, no spoiler. You'll slow the car down if you're running a spoiler. Alright. So as far as the tuning setting goes, front soft, rear stiff, same thing. Ride height all the way high. It helps you go over the curves a little better. Front soft, rear stiff with the roll bars. Tire pressures low. Positive on the toe this time, as opposed to the grip cars. Grip cars are all negative. Camber all the way negative, and the caster all the way positive. Now we do the same thing that we did with the clips, which is advance the cam timing and lower the start and end boost before you go into the race day. I'm not going to show you the full setup for the drivetrain, but basically you want to hold 250 miles an hour or 400 kilometers an hour before you redline. You want to be able to run top speed around the track. So here we go. We're going to go into the race day. So we go to nitrocide race day. Select our Audi TT and whatever else backup car, doesn't matter. Just like the Eclipse that I showed you guys in grip mode, we take it into practice mode. First of all, I take it into practice mode. And what we do is we up the level of the boost and lower the cam timing. Now the car is gonna have a lot more horsepower than the game is actually registering. Just to give you an idea, before we do some of the other glitches, how slow this car is. Basically losing power when we go down the track. Even when I hit nitrous, it gets up to 400 kilometers an hour. 250 miles an hour, and then it slows down and it keeps tapering off. So we need to add one more glitch to that. So before we go and actually race and get some points, we gotta go clutch draft somebody. Oh, one thing that I didn't specify is that you need to be racing clutch manual. In order to clutch draft, you need to be in clutch manual. Now, for those of you who don't know what clutch drafting is, if you're reaching top speed, the game has a limiter built into it, which is 250 miles an hour or 400 kilometers an hour. In order to get higher than that, you need to be pressing on the gas while drafting behind somebody, and then push down on the clutch. So you hold the gas, hold the clutch, and you'll see that your car speeds up. And what we want to do in this case is basically clutch draft somebody. If you're doing it in kilometers, about 108 kilometers an hour to 110 kilometers or faster. So the easiest way I find to clutch draft somebody on this level is on the top speed. So build a little draft here, build a little draft off that guy, and line the red guy up. And hit nitrous again, and we're at top speed, clutch drafting. We're at 415 kilometers an hour. I stopped the game when I clutch drafted up to 415. I quit out of this. Obviously, I don't have any damage. In the grip mode, you want to put some damage, that way you can run into things. If you damage your car in speed challenge, it's going to kill all your speed. So, after we clutch drafted that guy up to 415 kilometers an hour, which is roughly 200 and, I don't know, let's say 260 miles an hour, we go into a speed challenge race, and now we're ready to go to get some points. And our car is holding, sort of holding. You lose a little bit of speed. That's okay though. Try to be as smooth as possible. On this corner, you try to run the apron if you can. See if I can hold it. Kind of, sort of. Didn't lose too much speed. Trying to be as smooth as possible. Trying to hold that top speed. That's a pretty good run. Could be better, but not too shabby. 54.55. Let's see how that ranks on the leaderboard. Obviously, it's not the highest score, but 17,435 points is not bad. On 54.55, I think was the time, if I remember correctly. So that's basically it. Let's go check it on the leaderboard. Yeah, for the daily, there's not that many people that have raced. That kind of gives you an idea of what the gap is, even though there's not that many people here. Let's see if I'm on the monthly. Alright, that's my monthly high score. Everybody else is about 2,000 points lower. So you can do that, and now you're ready to go race any of the other race days, or any other races here, and the car will hold top speed. And that's how you race and tune a glitched Audi TT for Speed Challenge. Good luck.